I know that everybody who does YouTube videos puts up videos about how great they are in a particular ship. They put up their massive games. I don't always put up the games where I do great, because sometimes I do have complete potato runs, and there are a few of those on the channel. And other times it's when I'm in division with somebody and they have an absolute monster stormer of a game, and then get robbed a little bit, and this is one of them. But it is going to be a stormer with the two of us in division. We've got the infamous ODB in his Kleber, and we've got me in the Daring, because I've been extracting my pound of flesh from battleships in the Daring over the last week. We've got quite a few good games ready to drop on the channel there. But we are here, we are on CCAP. There is only one cruiser out there. It's a Des Moines, it's a radar cruiser. But we are going to push into this capture point, because between my guns, my sonar, and the Kabler's main battery reload booster, we figure that if we can avoid a wall of skill from one of the three Shimikazes that are out here, then we can probably get them spotted, gun them down, and then break through and open up this map for blue team. And that is exactly our plan. You'll notice that I'm running my sonar very, very early. That's because I am located, so one of those Shimas could potentially put that 15 torpedo spread out my way. I'm looking to nip into this little niche on the side, but ODB's right there beside me. I'm like, no, we're both going to get torpedoed here, because there is the Shima. We're spotted. He's putting his smoke out, so we've got no option but to go guns. There are two very big battleships out there. So we slam on the brakes, pop smoke, and here come the torpedoes. So now we're going to be a little bit like an Olympic winter skier, and we're going to try and slalom through those torpedoes. Yeah, luckily the rudder on this thing's quite decent, and we are going to push through and see if we can bump this guy on sonar again, or continue to push him at least off the cap so that we can take it. You'll notice that he has bugged out. We're going to put a few single fire torpedoes through there, and then we realize that the Montana is making a run for it, so we slap a 5 spread off there as well. Having taken the cap, I say let's pull back a bit, because that Shima is going to probably have quite a fast reload on there. Let's just use the sonar to screen for those torpedoes, and then we can look at breaking through. But yeah, that Shima's been bumped. These guys know that they've got destroyers in front of them. Those Kleber torps are fast. They are surprisingly fast. And even though I get the chunk of the damage on there, ODB's torpedoes go in and pick up a first blood for him. So that is his first kill of the game. I certainly don't mind it going to a division mate. But it's when somebody else gets that sneaky full salvo on for like 200 hit points. That we've all done at times. Admit it. You have all sniped a kill when you've needed it. Don't try denying it. Now the Yamato is running the Shima. Looks like he's bugged out and tried to go along the back. He's obviously going to come in on the left side of us and come around and come through back into this cap. Wait for his torpedoes to reload and get some hits on everybody pushing through this cap. But we aren't going to hang around, because B cap has not been taken. I think the Shima that was on B cap has been waiting to see what else was going on out here, because he is going to push. And we're looking at this Yamato thinking, yeah, should we chase him down? Yeah, he's going away. He's backing out. He knows we're going to come through C cap with force, and he doesn't want to be anywhere near it. He's going out of range of my torpedoes, and obviously the Kleber doesn't have the range either. But the two of us are going to push in here to B cap, and then once we've taken this cap, we will make a decision on what we're going to do from there, because caps are king. Spot, capture and kill. Getting the caps gives you the points advantage. I've said it a million times before. It gives you the points advantage, which means that you don't have to kill all of the red team. It makes your life a lot easier. Trust me, guys. Trust me. If you're a destroyer, try and play your caps. If you're a cruiser, support your destroyer. If you're a battleship, support your cruiser. Get these caps under your control. It will make your game easier. You do not need to try to win harder by destroying every single ship in the game. Should I say it again? No. I will let your ears rest for a moment. So here we are on B. We have pushed through from C. We are going to have two caps in our control. We can see the Montana, we can see the Des Moines. We call for fire on him because he is the only radar cruiser on red team. And getting rid of him will give us freedom for movement without having to worry about being lit up like a Christmas tree by all those radar waves. The timer has ticked down. We've got the cap. We know that there are still 3 destroyers out here. And I think one of them realizes that they need to control the caps if they are going to have any chance of winning this game. Blue team are holding a hard defense at the top end of A cap. It looks like they're starting to kite slowly, but there is our Shimikaze that was on B. He's pushing in. My sonar is running again, and he takes a trip to the beach. Now this is where the Shima comes in handy. I've just lost a gun. That's not good. I don't want to repair it yet, just in case there's torps coming and I take one for a flood. But we do hit it, thinking, what the hell, we can gun this guy down between us. So there's my salvo. Then ODB comes in with his and takes the kill again. So now we can put fire onto this Montana. He's been hanging back. That Yamato that was in the middle is still heading for the back of the map. And let's sprinkle some salt onto that Des Moines, because it's going to get a fire on him, I think, there. Do we get a fire on him? Not quite sure. But somebody is going to punch his time card for him and take him out of the game, sending him back to port. We now have the Montana, and it's a bit of an oh dear moment this, because we're both going to sail out of this smoke screen, and yeah, he's going to be right there in front of us. So we split, one left, one right. He can't shoot at both of us, and with torpedoes from ODB and torpedoes from me, just in case he turns, however, and misses those. But he's not going to. That is kill number 3 for ODB, and now we are going to push in and take A cap as well, because we've fought ourselves along all the way from C through B all the way to A. There's a couple of destroyers still in the game, and there's also a couple of Yamatos. But let's get this cap turned, because if Red want any chance of winning this game, they're really going to have to push these caps now. That shimmy is practically dead. He's got torpedoes heading for him. If the guy's spotted, if he's firing his guns, he's not going to be on this map for much longer. And I think as we sail around here, we start to see salvos going in onto him. There we go. Tick, tick. His torpedoes aren't in range of us, but we do get both myself and ODB is coming around the corner onto this cap as well. Share the points and make the most of the victory. But I say victory, but we haven't won yet. We've got control of 2.5 caps, shortly to be 3. And the Yamato that was running away is now running back towards his friend down there on C cap. We have got these speedy little boats, the Kleber being a lot faster than mine. It's a ship that I haven't quite got to grips with yet, the Kleber. I've been playing a few more French destroyers and trying to get used to their gameplay, but I do think they're going to put a little nerf on the DDs with the reduction in concealment using the engine boost. So it's going to be interesting to see how that changes the gameplay, because they did just give them a second reload booster, which certainly makes a difference to the way in which they can be played, and it doesn't exactly bring them on par with everything in the game, but it certainly makes them much more attractive to play than they were previously. So the charge is on. We're heading back towards C-Cap. We're heading back towards the two Yamatos. The closest target is there on the left, which means that Shima has pushed all the way around the outside of the map and is heading for that battleship there. He was part of the defense on A-Cap. He's quite a long way out, or is that the destroyer? My poor eyes can't see from this far back from the TV. Oh, torpedoes. There we go. Up and more torpedoes. And there he is. I think those guys are going to take care of him. It's 3-on-1. Yeah, they should do that quite nicely. So, ODB are having a little conversation here between ourselves. And it's like, well, I can distract them and you can run in and get the torps on them. And so we're going to play a little bit of left speaker, right speaker here. And I'm going to put the guns on and try and get them burning with some fires while hopefully trying to bait him into firing his main guns at me or this battleship behind me while those torpedoes run in and miss. He must have hit the brakes. Oh dear. But the good thing about the Kleber is it's got torpedoes on both sides. Yamato is staying bow into me, thinking he's going to run my smoke screen down. But there's a little surprise coming in from the left side of the screen for this guy. And there they are. And bish bash bosh. Not quite yet, but just now. That is ODB's 4th kill of the game. There is one ship left. It is another Yamato. It is the guy who has spent most of this game literally running away and running around in circles. I don't know where he finishes on the team. We'll have to take a look and see how he does on that. But ODB is on for a Kraken, and I'm going to do what I can to support him in this. Now, I did say that sometimes in a game, either you or even your entire team can play too well, because the amount of points you get from taking and holding the capture points, especially when you've got all 3 in a game, does mean that those points tick up rather quickly. And you'll see that we've still got 3 minutes left. There's one ship, but we're already on 949 points. And as fast as ODB's Kleber is, and as much as a distraction that I am being, those points are ticking up a little bit quicker than ODB is able to close down this distance. So there is one set of torpedoes away, or rather one double set. He's swinging to put the other set away, and he is going to go guns too. Those torpedoes are fast, they are closing the distance, and this is looking like being a Kraken kill. But the points hit 1,000 and do a Kraken block on ODB. A rather mediocre 67,500 damage for me, but we did a lot of gun hits, we caused a lot of nuisance, and we did a lot of good work on those caps. ODB tops the board with a Kleber, 2,724 with 4 kills, 2,374 for me with 0 kills, and yep, the rest of the team, they played well, they pushed through, or they held and defended as well as they could. So GG's to blue team there. Just a little video to show that when everybody works together and is a little bit coordinated in what they're doing, that you can bring home an easy victory for your team. Stick around, smash the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and click one of these links and watch something else while you're here. Until next time, take care of yourselves and goodbye.